Okay guys, welcome back. We've got another episode of High Rated Edison. So we've got Slash East with 1057 rating versus Pat Mahomes SB with 833 rating. So both players in the top 100. I think Pat might just be skirting the bracket. Opening hands, we have Trap Stun, Mark of the Rose, Autonomous Action Unit, Bottomless, Air Bellum and Upstart, Book of Moon, Bestiary, Bottomless Trap Hole, Laquari, and Wobbuku. So Glads versus some kind of maybe like cat pile plant deck, maybe Amaryllis. Let's see how it goes. So gonna Upstart there, pick up Nettles, sets the Trap Stun, sets the Bottomless, normal summons the Nettles. Okay, picks up Call of the Haunted here. Gonna go with the Laquari, which is gonna eat a Bottomless until they face it down with the Book of Moon. Sets the Bottomless and the Wobbuku. Yeah, I think that's correct, because Wobbuku is just going to mean that if they try and attack into this, you're okay. You can Bottomless a bigger summon, and actually you're kind of hoping it does go off so you can call it a Haunted Bestiary next turn. Yeah, this is good. The Book of Moon, that's good. So normal summons the Air Bellum. Oh, I think I'd be... I think I'd be bottomlessing that, because Air Bellum alone is scary. 1600, so it gets over most defense things in Edison apart from like Dupe Frog and the likes. Because if you go bottomless here, they go Trap Stun, then you can still chain Wobbuku. It doesn't it doesn't force them to attack, so you won't get Laquari's effect, but it does mean that it sticks around and you can then Bestiary in your turn, pop both, maybe the back row if they set anything. So, okay, instead they're going to go with Wobbuku in the battle phase. Yeah, that's going to get eaten up by Trap Stun. They're going to lose the Laquari. Yeah, and the Bestiary, yeah. That's a much worse exchange than just trying to one-for-one trade with the very dangerous Air Bellum. Okay. So they're going to Autonomous Action Unit. Pick that up, go for the Goyo, go for the Brio. Is there any reason to make Brio there? Okay. Call of the Haunted now, bring out the Laquari, beat over the Air Bellum, bounce back for probably Darius. Okay, Mamilo. Yeah, Mamilo pop. Yeah, I guess they just want to save the Darius for later. Maybe? I don't know. I think I'd be bringing out Darius there. This, that Bestiary into Geyser's pop, and then you've still got like a big body on field, because obviously they can't see the hand like we can, but you know, there's a lot of normal summons that get over this but are under 1500, and that just kind of turns off your whole Glad engine at that point. So they're going to Mark of the Rose, take the Mamilo, get him for 800, Tribute for Cyber Dragon, eat a Bottomless, and then Gold Suck for the Heavy Storm. Okay, Slash East is much higher rated than I am, but that Heavy Storm is, and again, they can't see it, but Call of the Haunted you know, and is not doing anything, just sitting there, stopping Gauls coming down, and a Trap Stun, another set that you have seen not really do anything yet. So, okay, draws into the Mirror Force, draws into Bottomless, draws into Botanical Line, gets back the Heavy Storm. Heavy Storm 1-for-1 trades with a Trap Stun, summons the Bot Lion, gets him for 19, sets the Mirror Force, passes over, draws into Prisma there. Prisma's interesting. Second rotate, draws into Cat. Wow, Cat's going to be... Oh, okay. Whoa. Cat into 2 more Arbellum isn't going to be anything, but let's see what they go for. Okay, they choose not to cat. I wonder if maybe they only play 2. Draws into Samnite, sets Samnite, draws into Sangan. Yeah, I was going to say, I think you summon Sangan here, because if you're worried about TT, then at least Sangan kind of helps insulate you from that a little bit. Attacks into the Samnite and then into the Sangan. Passes over for a D-Prison. Normal summon Prisma. Yeah, Sangan going to grab probably Lone Fire. Yeah. Sets the D-Prison and passes. Draws into another copy of Botanical Line. That's pretty huge. Going to eat a D-Prison here. And then probably a Bottomless. Yep. Draws into Rescue Cat. Wow, both players seeing Cat this game. So Rescue Cat going to bring out Samnite. Does that mean they play... Okay, they're playing 2 Samnite. So they're just desperate to make sure that their Cat goes off when they do draw it. Going to Prisma here, turn it into a Laquari. Going to Test Tiger the Prisma back. For a Darius. Yeah, this is nice. Darius, bring back the Bestiari. Yeah, and you're pretty confident this isn't TT at this point because they've not done anything. You would have thought they would have interrupted sooner and just ended the turn quicker. So going to go in with the Darius, in with the Gazeris. Yeah. Okay, choose into the Arbellum. If that is the only second copy, that is a huge punish, because they should have had 2 beasts, so Cat can do its thing. So game 2, so Shannon /B, sorry, is gonna get to go first. So opening hands are Upstart, Bottomless, Trap Hole, Trap Stun, Judgment, Mind Control, and Gold Sark. Now this player having the inability to draw monsters. Rescue Cat, Chariot, Mamillo, Road, and Book. This is a nice hand. The Rescue Cat really makes it very good. Upstarts into the Wow Lone Fire. So Lone Fire now probably going to grab Titanial. No, I'm an idiot. Of course he's going to grab the Botanical Lion, because of course who wouldn't. Going to set all his traps. Gold Sark for the Monk. Pass it over. Okay, so this is interesting. What do you do here? Because 3 back row is quite intimidating. Obviously, Pat can't see these, but Rescue Cat could get Solemned. You could just Bottomless the Samnite when they use the Test Tiger to target it. If you're playing into 3 back row and you have this hand, I don't think you cat. I think you probably try and Murmillo, attack, book, take the damage, and then kind of play from there. Let's see what Pat decides to do. Okay, so they're just going to set 4. Yeah, this is the other thing. You can just set 4 pass here. You're feeling pretty good if you've got potentially a Chariot live next turn, Road for any kind of weird pro set heavy stuff to turn off oppression as well. So Sound like he's going to meet a Bottomless. It's okay, we know they play 2, so the Cat is still potentially live. Going to pick up the Arbellum and the Summoner Monk for turn. Summoner Monk pinch the Mind Control. Yeah, play the Cat, bring out the... Okay, so they do play 3. Maybe one of them's sided. Okay, Summoner Monk gonna bring out... Is that correct? It's a Dust Tornado here. I mean, yeah, you really don't want to lose both cards in hand. So what are you Dust Tornadoing for though? What are you scared of? So gonna be activating the Trap Stun. Where did it just go? Where did the Trap Stun? Activate the Trap Stun. Okay. So you've just turned your own Solemn off. So gonna try and get in. Book's gonna take care of one of these. Does Slash East know that it's yours as well? because you can pay cost. But yeah, and Pat is obviously just trying to keep one of these two alive. Oh, they don't catch it either. Okay. Oh no, my own solemn was negated there. How could I possibly forget? No, we'll give them the benefit of the doubt. They probably did just forget. It wasn't clear they activated the trap stun, at least from our view. It looks like the activation ping didn't go off, so I wonder if it didn't go off for these guys either. So yeah, game number 3 anyway. So Pat Mahone's going first. They've got MST, Chariot, Bottomless Trap Hole, Wabaku, Gladiator, Beast Ratari, and Rescue Cat, the most loyal Rescue Cat I've ever seen. Heavy Storm, Solemn, Tomato, Lone Fire, and Air Bellum. Okay, let's see how they start this off. Okay. I was just going to say Cat into a big Laquari, because you know they play Botanical line. And this is awful if you're doing this with no Starlight or Solemn down. This is a terrible idea. Yeah, I think the play is just Rescue Cat into a big Laquari, set Chariot and maybe MST. But this is... I mean, if Slash East doesn't call the bluff... Okay, they don't call the bluff. How are you getting away with this? I mean, okay. In fairness, we can see that this is nothing. Slash East can't. But I think with a Lone Fire in hand, and you've got to assume there's a Titanium in deck somewhere. I think you do just Lone Fire, Titanium, beat over the Stardust if it is Starlight Road, and if it's Solemn, then you know you're Heavy Storm traded with half their life. You'll take that. So they're going to summon out Rescue Cat into the... Yeah, we've covered that they played multiple Samnite. Test Tiger, put it back for Mamillo. Mamillo pops so it doesn't get the effect. Going for 800, going for 1200. Yeah, swap out for the Retiari to banish. Retiari, bring out the Laquari to be big. Goes into the second copy of Lone Fire. Okay, Heavy Storm. Now he's calling it. This is good. Yeah. Wabaku, gonna protect the cards. That's fine. Lone Fire brings out Nettles, Mark of the Rose. They really don't play Titanium, do they? I'm sat here making theories about Lone Fire into Titanium. They just don't play it. So I'm not sure what's going on here. But yeah, Nettles, Laquari, I don't know, Brionic again. It doesn't even look like they play Goyo. Okay. So, Brio pass. Bestiari now. Yeah, to that guy's errors. The player's having a bit of fun here. Pop. Attack. Yep, gonna go back. What? Probably a Retiari to get the last plant out of Grave. Yeah, and then the quest to pick up. Okay. This is also good. Darius to special summon Laquari, make a Herc maybe, and a quest to pick up the War Chariot. I mean, Herc, Chariot, 1 card in hand is kind of enough into 3 cards, probably. Yeah, nice. Okay, passes over, just to Upstart, chooses to Upstart, Mirror Force, yep. Lone Fire, yep, immediately. Chariot that. Set his Mirror Force, so yeah, and drew. So this is a nice easy cleanup. Normal summon the... Yeah. Yeah. Some questionable plays. Some very questionable plays, and some very strange deck building on the side of Slash East. And again, he is significantly higher rated than I am, so again, not really one to talk, but yeah, really strange. Brio coming out twice where a Goya would have been better because they didn't even use it. Just the no Titanial Lone Fire build feels strange when you're playing the Botanical line for support. I get that it's kind of a cat pile deck, but just strange. And then yeah, Pat Mahone's here. Gladiator's doing Gladiator Beast things. Really played into that Heavy Storm. I will take the bet every time that they don't have it and that they're bluffing. But Slash East, better player than I am, and didn't choose to take that bet, but eventually did get the Heavy Storm off for 3. Still came back to win it though. I think Glads, if you don't start quickly, then you just get outpaced, and recruiters like Tomato and, you know, whatever else, Botanical line, which is just trying to sit on, just don't do enough. Good game though. Glad Beast taking one against Plants. Time is a flat circle.